that's right. Me and him get me and you get we get 2 minus. Me and you get a -1. You're drinking and I'm smoking. So anything we roll, we have to subtract a 1 off the D20 roll.
Oh Lord.
So yeah, that's always fun. All right. So as I was saying earlier, let's get started without much further delay. Where we were last left off at was in the Redbrand ruffians' hideout below Transcender Manor, and we have infiltrated into their hideout.
Oh,
We have infiltrated their hideout.
Shiny.
And shiny. Where's the shiny?
It's gotta be somewhere in here.
True. Do you want to roll to look for it? You can roll.
Where's my
I'll
die?
let you roll. Your die is right here, sir. You gotta roll. Let's say you can roll higher than a 15 to find anything of interest in value. While you're doing that, I'm going to continue explaining. So now we have infiltrated into the Redbrand ruffian hideout below Transcender Manor. And the process of infiltrating into the hideout, we have actually come across a new party member by the name of Xenophia, but at the time, currently, as us, we do not know. So, who wants to go first? Well, not who wants to go first. We don't have to do that yet. Oh my, he rolled a fucking 20.
Shiny, 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 shiny.
He rolled a 20. Okay. So, upon looking and stumbling around through the entire area that we are in, Wrath ultimately finds a shiny object. Where's your game board, sir? Get on your game board. Wrath ultimately stumbles on a shiny object wherever he's going to move his character. I don't know where he's going to move it. He has to get his board open. I don't know what he's doing that's taking him. So, cha-cha-cha, slide, shiny!
Shiny!
Yeah, look at your name. Do you even know the board name? The game name?
No.
Game name. Right here. All capital, even the dash. Don't forget it. Alright. Upon finding the shiny, we'll get to that in a second. While he's doing that. Now, in any case, the character that is new to our party, that is going to be new to our party because we are no longer having Nikon tonight. They are sitting out tonight. They have a bunch of stuff they have to do the next day. And that or they are just really bushed from doing all the stuff they were doing this week. Ooh, excuse me. So they're going to be sitting in the Dungeon Master's infinite bag of holding of characters. So most he will earn some of the XP if he does not show up throughout the entire dungeon upon the dungeon's completion. However, if he does join in before this dungeon is completed, which we're probably not going to finish it tonight, which I really doubt we will, he will have and gain all the XP, and he will, on top of that, also get whatever loot he does find upon traveling through this dungeon. Now, Wrath, are you shiny hungry? Oh my! Nom. Don't touch me.
I'm just hiding.
All right. So now, who's this new character that we got sitting over here in the corner? Who's this red-haired female? She's gonna introduce herself.
Lucien, I found shiny over here.
Yeah. Oh.
Lena?
Oh, get you in a second.
That is your name.
You gotta speak louder, sweetheart.
It is Xenophia. I am hiding away from people.
Ooh, zoomed in way
Wow.
too quick. Okay, there we go.
Quit you looking.
Alright,
I got a staff. I ain't afraid to use it.
so what brings you into this dungeon in particular? How did you even get in here?
There's a little hideaway hole where you can crawl down.
Is there shiny?
No, there's no shiny.
Okay,
That's
so
currently what I'm looking for. I need resources currently.
so you have managed to just find your way in here. Okay, so you're just looking for resources.
Yes.
Do you know who even is in this dungeon?
I do not.
Okay, well, do you care to stick with us, or are you just gonna go off on your own? Because you don't seem like you'd be able to take a lot of hits.
If I go on my own, I might die. If I stay with you guys, it's a lot easier and a higher chance of survival. So I'm just gonna, mosey my own.
What was that?
Yes.
Right? I'm good at blocking for a lot of shit, that's for sure. Just got really bad luck for when it comes to finding things.
Shiny,
Well, I
shiny,
mean,
shiny,
there,
shiny,
he
shiny.
also, you also got wings over there, so I don't know.
Alright, as in regards to Raph's precariously lucky roll of a 20, he finds a shiny object above on the staircase that goes up into a little nook corner area, seems like, and he ends up finding let's get the loot roller out. He finds a small satchel filled with 16 copper pieces. Ooh, this lucky bastard. He also finds one warlock spell scroll, level 1 illusory script, table A. Well, table A is for context, and don't worry about table A.
Warlock spell scroll.
Warlock spell scroll illusionary. You'll get this warlock spell scroll illusionary level 1. When I go through the edit, I'll go through and get the rest of the name of it for you. So, and for your third thing that you find is, well, it's funny, that spell was an item. It was a random item he found. For a spell, Ranger Spell Scroll, level 3, protection from energy. See, now here's the thing with these spell scrolls that are levels. You should know this very well, because I'm pretty sure you did a lot of reading on it already. With spell scrolls, when it comes to levels, if it's a level that is higher than yours or a level above yours, your chances of successfully completing that spell are very crappy. Because if it's not the same level as your character, you have to roll to see if you're successful at even doing the spell properly. Now, if it's the same level as you, you don't have to roll for that, but you have to roll to make sure your spell is successful in hitting its target, and the target doesn't move too far, and depending on what the spell is. But if the spell doesn't require a direct hit, let's say it's a blasted area, blast radius or whatever, well then just the roll doesn't really mean for anything. You just roll to make sure. Yeah, as long as you are the same level as your spell, you don't really have to roll. That's basically the point. All right.
So wait,
So
where do we pick this other person up from?
she just
So I was
found
getting
her.
distracted.
She just found her way into the dungeon and literally came in down. And yeah, trust me, I'm about as baffled as both of you. So
Well, it's kind of funny when you're walking in the forest and there's a little hole you decide to, look in the hole, and then all of a sudden you fall through the leaves and boom, you're in.
you didn't notice the
No,
down manor above us?
Nope, I was looking on the ground. I'm not. I don't. No, I'm not looking.
Wow. Well, we found a real special one here, fellas.
Yay!
All right. So, in any case, now with introduction, we forgot to introduce ourselves. I'm Lucien, by the way. I'm the cleric. This is Raph.
Hi, I'm Raph.
Introduce yourself. And
I like
then
shiny.
this one right here on the other screen that the viewers can't see, but they can hear his voice. Azit, everybody knows and loves. We have our man Azit, who is draconic. Well, Dragonborn. Draconic is their language. I don't know why I said it that way. Then again, the -1 is taking effect. So, How are you doing? Nice to meet you. What was it again?
Exafina.
Exafina. Oh, hi, Exafina. Okay.
Can I just call you X for short?
No.
Or Xana.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Xana, Zana. All right. So, in regards to who wants, huh? Get the drunk goblin with the shiny fucking the man who has a magnet for shiny. And where is this magnet? We will never know. So,
Yeah.
and it right. All right. So, in any case, with moving along for us, in regards, let's see who wants to go first and to see what our first initial move is, and then who wants to go second, third, fourth, and then. All right, Is it goes first. Well, you're new, so.
I know. I want to watch this. See how this plays out.
Where do you want to go?
I'll go second.
Is it first? Rap second. Then do you want to go third or fourth?
I'll go third.
All right. Zana is third, and then yours truly, Lucien goes last. Why? Because I'm the DM, and my character is just overpowered as it is. And for the simple fact that I got a lot of misfortune when it comes to saving throws sometimes. So
Except for the last game.
I hate. Do you not realize my enemy is water?
I know.
Like it's no. This is like not funny. No, I tripped and almost drowned in a creek on our way to this tiny ass fucking shithole of a town. Okay.
Did you know that?
Somehow we didn't alert we didn't alert none of them old fucking goblins that were over in that area. No.
Are you watching like a dead fish?
Yes.
Hey, it's over there like, huh?
He needs to speak up.
Right. Right? No, it's the headset. It's that little volume thing's all screwed up. That's why he's using a remote to control the volume on it now. So. But if it does go low, say something, which is good. That'll let him know so he can turn it up for us.
You're quiet, sir.
All right, so is it you want to go first? Go ahead and take a look at your game board and let me know what you want to do and what you want to look at.
It loaded. How do you get? Okay.
You're not going to see everything else.
No, I know. No, I'm saying I want to look at like the top view, kind of.
Oh,
Let me see.
you have to do two. You have to separate fingers. You have to go like this, not like that though. You have to. That's down. And that's up.
Okay. I don't want it that
You
way.
want the dot or you want
like that? There we go. That way I can see.
All right.
Thank you.
So go ahead. Is it your space movement? You're free to do as much movement as you want. The only time I'm gonna restrict movement is during combat.
Is it?
So you're free to move around freely. Go ahead and look around. If you're gonna search, let me know so you can roll. And go ahead and just let us know what you're gonna go ahead and do. I'm gonna keep quiet.
Oh, the stairs.
Looks like it's moving around over there.
Yeah, he's over on the stairs.
Do you see anything of interest over there? I'll give you a hint, though. That's the entrance.
The entrance.
I forgot to say that. That's the entrance. Sorry.
So that's where we just came from then, yeah?
Yes, the entrance is that
What's that?
stair set, the big, weird-looking stair set.
Well, he went from one end to the complete other.
Alright. Give me a second. Let me zoom out. There he is. I see you. I want to follow Azid around. So do you know what you're gonna do yet, sir? Can't hear you. Turn it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. So you're gonna look around. Do you want to? Is there anything in particular over there that you want to look at? Huh? Okay. Anything of opportunity? Go ahead and get your D20 out and roll. Go ahead and roll. See, and you're gonna roll since you rolled and you set the roll standard is 15 because you wanted to search for something shiny. The number to beat is 15. You have to roll a 15 or higher in order to be successful.
I'm glad I found shiny. Okay.
Azit is not very successful on finding anything due to his slight ailment of alcohol before entering into this dungeon with us. I have no room to speak because I'm a little cloudy and smoked out at the same time. So we're both got like -1. And Azit, he's looking around. He doesn't really find anything. He's just kicking the dirt at his feet, just looking at the ground. Alright. That's it. I'll let you go again. Is there anything else you want to do, or are you good? Huh? Alright. Go ahead and roll. You remember, you got to roll 15 or higher. And you're going to use perception, which is going to be your bonus that you add on to it. And your perception is, let's see, is its perception, fucking phone, take forever. That would be wisdom or intelligence fall under perception.
No, it's gonna be under his wisdom because mine's a 3.
Okay, so his perception is wisdom. Oh, -1. You got an 8 for wisdom, bro. I know, but you could have re-rolled that one when you were making your character, but that's... I'm gonna let that go. I'll let you do that. You're gonna level that up eventually, just so you know. Yeah. All right. Alright. So, Azit successful with hearing the chitter-chatter of enemies throughout the dungeon. You can hear them in the next room over. You can hear them talking back and forth and all that. And it just sounds like they're just, I don't know. We can't really understand or make out what they're saying, but Azit can tell the difference between the fact that there's no females in there. There's just males. And there we go. Huh? Right, it is a sausage fest. Alright, here we go. I got that behind the door. So we hear that. We hear the chitter chatter behind the door. Can't really quite make it out. And during the process of that, the room that he seems to find is a doorway. Let's see, where is it? It's a well, yeah, you're gonna go to the door that you hear all the chattering coming from. Is right where Goblin Carl, the meat thief, is. And in that door, in that room, let me see, room 2. Let's see what the fuck that one says. Oh, and the area you guys are in, let me get to that real quick before we go into the room 2. The cellar. Is a 5-foot wide landing, 15 feet above a large cellar with stone steps descending to the floor and 2 short flights. Another door stands beneath the stairs to the north. A large stone cistern occupies the western part of the room, whose walls are lined with kegs and barrels. I wonder what can we only imagine what's in there. Alright. The room appears to be a large cellar. We already know that. Exactly the sort of thing one might expect to find beneath an old manor. Duh. And to answer your long and forgotten question of who's here, it's the Redbrands.
Right.
I think I already answered that at the beginning, though.
No, you didn't.
To why they're there. The Redbrands want to keep their base of operations hidden, but somehow you managed to find this place without.
I really didn't mean to.
She managed to fall into it.
I know. I don't get it.
Maybe I was digging my way out because I might have been a captive, but I'm not going to reveal that just yet.
Okay.
And I fell back in my own hole.
Oh, okay. Alright. Developments. In that next room. Alright. You hear the voices of 3 Redbrand ruffians in that next room. The only reason why Azit can even tell or distinctively tell how many are in there is because of his role, which is a really good role as that, even with the ailment, even the wisdom ailment of perception, and the drinking ailment. So that would be negative -2, but still he rolled a 19. And due process, giving him the opportunity to, although not be able to understand clearly what they are saying, but be able to distinctively tell how many people are in that room, which is 3 Redbrand ruffians. Now, here's the thing. They still don't know we are out here. They do not know we are in this room. We still have the upper hand. We have the art of surprise. So, now, next swinger is Wrath. What do you want to do?
I want to look for. Actually, I'm going to investigate and look around the area that I'm in.
That area is?
I'm on the other side of you guys.
Oh.
Over here.
Oh, he's by us. Okay. He's by us.
Izzy came over and joined me and
I
Mr.
see.
Carl.
Ooh, rolled a 17. And what all are you looking at, sir?
I am looking for for another secret passage. See if there's any way that we can sneak up on the red wannabe gangsters on the other side.
Okay. Ignore the one that pops up on the board, you guys. He doesn't need to be over there. And poof, he's gone.
He walked
Alright.
away.
So you're looking throughout all the barrels and all that shit?
Yeah.
Alright. So, due process of looking through all the barrels, you end up finding... And you're only looking in the barrel section, right?
Yeah.
Just not a whole lot of stuff?
Just this whole area right here.
Oh, you're looking in this whole... Hold on. Hold on, let me get this out. This is what I need. No. I got this. This whole area right here that I'm boxing out right now.
Yep. I'm checking that whole area right there.
This area.
Looking
Alright, even where that little water area is, too.
Mhm.
Okay, so in the process of Raph's searching for shiny, and his knack for looking for shiny objects, because he's just on a roll with this fucking searching shit.
I like shiny.
He ends up stumbling upon a satchel hidden in the cistern water, that little water area that you guys see right here. But we're next to it. You'll see it on your thing. It's that little fountain, this right here. And Wrath ends up finding a satchel hidden in the cistern, and it is waterproof. So you got a satchel. You got a fucking waterproof satchel, and it has a potion of healing, a potion of invisibility, 50 gold pieces, and a clean set of ordinary travel clothing. This is a getaway kit that Arno keeps here in case of an emergency.
I got the gold pieces.
You didn't get
Potion,
all that down. All right, you got a potion of healing, a potion of invisibility, 50 gold pieces, and a clean set of ordinary traveling clothes. Basically, there's a note stating what it is. The note says, "This is a getaway kit that Irino keeps here in case of an emergency."
Okay.
Alright? Keep in mind that name, though. Irino. Keep that name in mind. Alright. So, is there anything else you want to do, sir? Or are you good? You want to like go in that room with the door? You want to go in that door? Wait, I got no problem letting you guys go through that door.
Not yet.
Honestly, I think what we should do is try to sneak up or keep listening to see if we can get any intel from what they're talking about.
Okay, so you want to do that. You want to keep listening and see if you guys can get any intel.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's only if you guys agree with that. If you guys have an idea, then throw your ideas out there and let's think of something together.
Go ahead, you guys. And
I still gotta roll.
well, no, you don't roll yet.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
Just
what
go
do you
ahead
think?
and spit your guys' ideas back and forth what you want to do before you enter that room.
I mean, if you think about it, it'd be smart to sit there and listen, but depending on if they're just chit-chatting and bullshitting, or if they're actually talking. Now, here's where you're going to have to think about it. Are you going to want to rush in, or you want to do sneak attack?
Well, that's
Think about
a
it.
good point.
Because if you rush in,
Well, yeah,
you
no,
don't know.
I
I
don't.
mean, there's how many versus us
There's
of them?
3 of them in there.
Is there only 3?
Yeah, there's
fucking
only-
really expect to take that.
There's 3 Redbrands in there. Now, here's the thing, though. You don't know what they got. You don't know what they
No,
have.
very true.
But
So
I
it would be
typically
better.
don't just rush in. Anyways, I'm
Yeah.
more of the sneak.
I'd suggest one.
What was that? Okay, do the sneak attack. Basically, just listen in still.
Really smart.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and listen in still, and then we'll do our sneak attack.
Yeah.
Look at that. These little Redbrands don't like to stay in their little corners, huh? They just keep popping out of everywhere. And they're like, ooh, booga booga. Ooh, booga booga. Ooh, booga booga.
They're mobile hookers.
Right, yes they are. Alright.
All I know is I'm standing behind you, so.
No, you're fine.
I have
You're
a goblin following me.
Now, even though they are chit-chatting in there, we don't know what they're doing. We don't know what they are up to. So, we still have the advantage of surprise. And you guys want to listen in still, right?
Yes.
And you guys want to see what is going on. Alright, so... Wrath, you're going to use another turn. You want to see what is going on?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll your d20. And,
15 or higher.
hopefully you get a 15 or higher. Woo! 14. Now, what is your perception?
It's a +3.
Ooh. Lucky.
17.
Fuck. 17. Lucky little shit. Alright. So... Wrath is successful in his role, and in process of succession, he is able to get a close well, not a close, able to get a clear hearing, listening on what the three red brands are saying. And they're not really talking about anything important in particular. They're just chit-chatting back and forth, bullshitting. And by the sounds of it, one sounds like he's just sat down on a bed. You kind of hear like the cot going, creaking and all that, like a body would make a cot do when it gets into a bed. And then you got the second one that's doing the same thing, same sound coming from a different section of the room. And then you got the third one, it sounds like they're just walking back and forth in the room while they're talking with the other two. So, what else do you guys want to do? It's your turn, Miss Dana. Your role, your choice on what you want to do. Go ahead and move your character around on your board so you can let the viewers know that end up watching this that you're going to be doing something.
I don't know.
I might end up farting. I farted.
Stunning that
Yeah, I know.
deadly thing over this way.
I can't help it.
That's okay.
Just did.
I have bug repellent. I mean,
I think I might take my
Shiny.
chances searching over in these little, what are they?
Oh, you're going to look in there?
Yeah.
Wrath just looked over in that
Oh,
area.
did you?
Yeah, there's
Then I'm going to go
nothing in
back
that
to where I
area.
was. Behind over here.
I mean,
Look.
I was gonna say you've got those.
Those are
crates.
barrels right there.
Yeah.
So,
You're
right.
going to go look at those?
Yes.
So you're going to look in those. You got to roll 15 or higher. What are you doing?
Oh, you're rolling.
You need to you get your dice.
Oh, I have
get
mine.
your D20. Roll a 15 or higher.
Rat's gonna go put this in the sink.
You're
In the bowl, right?
looking, yes, in the
Yeah.
bowl. And you're going to be investigating, and your investigation is going to fall under intelligence, and you get a +5.
Is it
No. But that is, you roll a 1.
bad? That's my luck.
So Xana, she rolls a 6 because of the +5 modifier for her intelligence, but rolled a 1 originally on the D20, making it a 6. Still unsuccessful. She looks at the crates, huffs, and goes, "Ew," and walks away. To what she said, "You two," we will never know unless she says something.
You don't want to see what was in there, and that's all I'm going to say.
Really?
Do you like the smell of rotting corpse?
No, I'm good. Alright, well, moving on. Is there anywhere else you want to look? Is there anything you want to do? Because when it comes to me, I'm going to be fucking with that door to get in. So we might lose the element of surprise. But I might not. I don't know.
That's okay, because you know me, I stay back.
True. So when I go to mess with the door, get behind me, all of you.
I'll get
You're my meat shield, man.
I'll get
So
behind with my crossbow already pulled and ready to go.
Just don't shoot me in the back of the head.
Don't get in my way.
I have a
I'll
staff.
try not to.
That's my biggest thing. I have a staff.
So what do you
That's
want
not
to
it.
do, Zana? You got one more. You got one more time to go do whatever freely before we have to go to the next room.
I like this.
You
I
got
want to
set
look
up
in that
everything.
one last little crate that I didn't open.
All right.
You missed a
So,
crate.
I missed a crate.
There could be shiny in there.
I know, and that's my crate that I'm looking at.
You are fired.
Yeah.
So what are you doing again?
So there, I think. Oh no, I opened all the crates, didn't I?
Yeah, you already looked at those
Dang.
crates. Those were dead bodies in there that you
Yeah, they were
found.
nasty and moldy, and it was gross.
There's
Sounds interesting.
okay. So to move us further along, there's nothing else in the room.
Yeah.
Nothing in that room.
You suck,
There's
Ralph.
nothing. There's nothing of interest. There's all the other cakes has got food and booze and whatnot. That's it.
All right, I'm
The other
behind
kegs
you.
apparently have diced up corpses stuffed in there. God rest their souls.
I wonder why they got stuffed in there.
I don't want to know. We'll find out later, though. All right, so
I'm good.
You
I'm,
don't want to do?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm staying behind you.
All right. In this case, in any words, I am moving my happy little ass this way. I'm moving along around the little cistile and going up to the door, and I'm going to begin my way of... Now, here's the thing. The door's locked.
No, we're definitely losing the fucking.
Wait. I'm gonna do a door check first before I do shit. I'm gonna roll my. You need to take your dice out of there when it's done. When
My
it
bad.
turns over. No, you're fine.
You're
You didn't know. And I'm gonna roll my D20 dice of fate, blue with gold engraved numbers. So,
shiny.
and this is the one I use for fate rolling. Now, I'm gonna do a door check to see if this door is actually locked or not, and process. I mean, this is not gonna set any of them off. This isn't gonna draw alert to them or anything. Just a simple door check, and I gotta roll 15 or higher. I roll a 2. I roll a 2. The door is locked. I go to jiggle the handle, and the handle is as stiff as an iron rod sticking into the fucking ground. It's locked. Now, I don't know. I don't reckon I'm really good at picking locks. And last I checked, I don't think I was really good at that. Let's see.
What would that fall under though?
I'll tell you in this second. It'll fall under sleight of hand. I got a +3.
That's under dexterity.
I got a +3 of sleight of hand.
I have 1.
So, yeah, I'm going to try and pick the lock. I'm going to roll again. I'm going to roll to see if I'm even successful at picking the lock. Your dexterity. Yeah, go over.
It's right here.
And
So
you
+1. Sleight of hand.
Yeah, sleight of hand. You get +1. So, and I don't know why sleight of hand is dexterity.
I don't understand that one either.
You just figure sleight of hand would fall under your stealth. But I might be reading that wrong, right? Hold on. Investigation. No. Yeah, it's sleight of hand. Because it's stealth, but yeah, sleight of hand. Alright. I'm going to roll a d20, and I'm going to see if I can pick this lock. And I'm going to use 2 little metal pins that were sitting on top of the barrel next to the door. Let's roll 15 or higher. 20.
There you go.
Fucking thank you. 20. That's a 23. All right. Lucien is successful on picking the lock. He gets the lock picked. Gets the lock unlocked. He gets the door ready to get opened. And guess what? Lo and behold, it's your turn. I just used both my turns to get us in there. Hopefully this doesn't go south again, like it almost just did.
Like I said, I'm getting back.
Oh, hey.
I know, you moved.
You see where I'm at?
I know, you moved behind the system. Alright, go ahead, Exit.
Okay. I'm gonna watch how this goes.
Turn this line back up.
Oh, hold on, Exit. Close that door, please. So. And where are you going, baby? Oh. Turning off a light in the hallway, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. What was that? Go ahead and go and take your turn now. Sorry for the pause. Wait, your mic's not on.
Say that one more time.
Yeah, you just gotta be quiet with opening the door because this is a stealth. Okay, yeah. So when you go to roll, you have to roll a 15 or higher. It's just gonna fall under your stealth modifier, and you're gonna add your modifier from your stealth to your roll to see if you are successful with getting this door opened quietly without making them have any alert or detail or awareness of our presence in this fucking area. Fuck yes. Yes! These guys are so screwed. Alright. So Asia is successful in getting the door opened quietly. These three motherfucking Redbrand ruffians are so unaware. Upon opening the door, we are able to see inside. I think this is the right one. Yes. We are able to see inside, and I'll show every bit of detail. We see the first Redbrand sitting on a bed, laying back, still chatting away to his buddies, not knowing what the fuck is about to was about to go down. Like, these dudes are screwed. Alright. And you got the third one who's actually over by the barrel region, and he is just chilling. Like, straight up chilling. Alright, and the only reason why there's a part that's still blacked off is because we're not fully in the room yet, so you can't really see what's there. So right now, our entranceway is open to getting in, and we are left with them still unaware. And is it, this is going to be the end of the double turn. Basically, you got one turn left, and you can initiate the attack with this, and then after that, it's all one turn each until combat phases are completely done. And then we're moving through the next rooms. Alright, you have to roll, you gotta roll the d20 to make sure you're successful with doing this stealthily. And it doesn't, then you're gonna have to roll it again to make sure the attack is successful. You shall roll 2 d20s. They both have to roll 15 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
And the first one, just roll the first one for the stealth to make sure you're perfectly good with still being hidden. So they're not alerted at all as soon as you step through the doorway. Because we're not in the door yet. We're still on the other side. Alright, so go ahead and roll. Jeez. Alright, so as it gets inside the room successfully, still undetected, go ahead and roll your d20 for your attack to see if you're successful with your attack or not.
But it's got that -1, so it's
15. So
either way,
it's still successful. Agent's attack is successful. And guess what? Now here's the best part. Roll your damage die for your weapon that you're using. Should be your d6. That was lovely, sir. So lovely. He rolled a 6. So that's ooh, this Redbrand is not gonna be happy right now. He is so not gonna be happy. His health is currently at, need the R's. Those are H's. No. What? There we are. Okay. His health is 16. He's sitting at 10. And huh? So, alright. AZ has successfully stuck this Redbrand ruffian with his javelin into the Redbrand's shoulder blade, digging it in, causing 6 damage to his 16 HP. And due process of doing that, lifting him up off the bed with the javelin, causing the Redbrand ruffian to alert the other 2 guards while he's screaming and flailing about. Hold on, I got voices for that because there's this. Oh, you can make. I can do fart sounds. Cool.
That's a fucked up.
I can do fart sounds. Cool.
That's a fucked up voice there, buddy.
Crying male too. That don't work. That don't work. Hold on. Where's the fucking? No, that's a giggle, a groan, a grunt, scream. Aha. The Redbrand screams like a little.
Sounds a little wolf.
The Redbrand's screaming like a little girl. Alright. So now the other 2 Redbrands are alerted. They're shocked and surprised to seeing a dragonborn down inside their lair, let alone standing on top of the bed with one of their fellow Redbrands stuck with a javelin through his shoulder blade, being flung around like a rag doll on a flagpole. And he's just... screaming away. Alright. Wrath, your turn.
I'm gonna shoot right here from the doorway.
Huh?
I'm gonna shoot right here from the doorway.
Alright, which one are you gonna shoot? You can do while you're doing that, I can actually open up the rest of this room because Aza is on the inside. So go ahead and say what you're gonna be doing, brother.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shoot Ned Flanders. Just because I don't like the guy.
How do they diddly?
Alright,
Mr.
so the
Burns.
D20.
God.
Should call him Mrs. Burns.
Wait. Yeah, D20 first. And then it's my D8.
Alright. So you're attacking Ned Flanders.
Yep. And then plus 1. So 15. And now it's time for my D8. And 4.
So what all did you roll? You rolled a 14.
And then my strength is a plus 1.
Plus 1.
So it's a 15. And then I rolled a 4.
You're attacking Ned Flanders?
Yep.
Oh, okay, so that's gonna hurt. So, upon Raph getting to the doorway, pulling out his crossbow, and loading the bolt into the stock, well, into the slide, basically. And he takes aim, gets ready to shoot. Soon as right before he pulls the trigger, he yells at the Redbrand, "Think fast, motherfucker!" You're supposed to say something like that, but I spoke anyway,
I know.
so whatever. And
Can you catch?
there you go. There you go. Redbrand looks over. What? Gets hit with the crossbow bolt. Fucking sticks him into his shoulder blade, sending him backwards a little bit, knocking him into the barrels. And he has just lost. So that is what? 4, and you said the piercing damage?
Piercing damage it's a plus...
Plus 1. And then you got plus 3. That's being a critical. You got
Right.
piercing damage. So
Yeah,
you got plus
so
1, so that's 5. That drops his ass down to 11. So Wrath has Redbrand, Ned. We're going to put Red N. Puts this one at 11 HP. Alright.
Well, at least
Guess
we know
what,
he can catch.
Zanai? It's your turn. You're up.
I have shit luck.
At least we know he can catch. Just not with his hands.
Alright.
Oh, and you guys are so lucky too, because you guys are actually having to be rolling you have to roll higher than a 14 for armor class because of their shit. That's why I have it set to a 15. You have to roll higher than a 15 or higher. So yeah, you guys are doing good. So what are you gonna do, Zana?
I want to charge and stick Miss Burns.
Miss Burns.
Yeah.
So you're gonna charge from all the way over there. You got to remember your movement.
Mm-hmm.
You're allowed 30 feet movement.
Yeah,
So each square is 5 feet. Now, if you're gonna charge from there, I suggest you not to. I suggest you get up to that doorway.
that's what I'm doing beforehand.
Otherwise, you'd end up by exit.
Or I'm not gonna do it by 5 feet because it's like you move 30, so that'd be 5, 10, 15,
Should end up
20.
right
No,
there.
no, yeah, 30 feet. Yeah, it's 5 feet. Each square is 5 feet.
I'm charging from right in between you two.
All right, so you're gonna charge at Mrs. Burns, and you're gonna use what? Are you using? You have a short sword.
Mm-hmm.
You have a short sword and cantrip, so you need your D20 and D6. Right. D6 looks like your normal crap dice. That's your not a D20.
No, this one. My bad.
This is a D20. D20 and D6.
Alright.
All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll your D20 to make sure you're successful at charging and attacking.
Ready?
So, go ahead and roll. 4.
Oh my god. Wait, is it really?
4.
Oh. I told you.
4.
I told you I have shite luck.
That's
No,
your
don't worry
D20.
about rolling your attack die.
I'm
So-
not attacking.
No, go ahead and move your character towards Mrs. Burns. So upon Xana's roll, it's unsuccessful in her attack. She, upon attacking Mrs. Burns, ends up tripping and falling, landing on the bed, smacking into the wall next to Mrs. Burns' Redbrand ruffian. And the attack misses completely.
Shit.
Really?
Shit.
I would have just used one of your cantrips. Apparently you have one. Don't know what it is, though, because I haven't read it. So, now it is my turn.
The poor wall.
And I'm going to attack the Redbrand Mrs. Burns that is next to Zana. And I'm going to use my light crossbow.
I'm glad I'm where I'm over at. Wait.
Now here's the fun part.
On the table. I'm not rolling in that bowl anymore. Fuck that bowl. It
You
doesn't
have to
matter.
roll in the bowl. Alright. I'm not using the green die because those are the enemy's dice that are
Wait,
there.
You're
I'm
using your
allowed-
crossbow?
Yes.
Watch the screen.
I use a D6. Why do I gotta watch the screen? Oh. He's getting out of the way. He's like, no! He's like, I'm getting the fuck out of the way! Alright. Rolling my D20. 7.
Thank God I ran.
And I get a -1. It's a 6. My strength is +3.
If you hit me, I'm
7,
hitting you.
8, 9,
9.
10. That's fine. No, you're lucky. Oh, it doesn't have to hit you. It's gonna whiz right past your fucking head, though, and go right between you and the Redbrand's head.
Well, how
So
you
upon Lucien drawing his light crossbow, in the doorway, aiming it at the Redbrand next to Zana, who is landed next to him, crashing into the wall with an unsuccessful attack, he fires his crossbow. Crossbow misses, whizzing right past between Zana and the Redbrand's head, sticking to the wall between them right behind him. Fucking howdy doody. Guess what? Redbrand Ruffian's turn.
Hey, at least I moved.
I'm gonna die.
I'm still in the doorway.
I'm gonna die.
I'm not.
I'm the one that can heal you guys, so.
So, I think I
What
did
was
too.
that? Oh yeah, that's right. It's not the Redbrand's turn. I spoke too
Carl's in the
soon.
doorway.
It is Carl's turn.
Yeah.
Carl goes 5th because he's a familiar. Familiars always go dead last. All right. So what do you want Carl to do? So that's gonna be a D6. It's gonna be his little schmiter that he carries around. Carl doesn't have any handicaps, so you're good on that. All right, so and Carl's because I have everything on him. I need to look at what his add-on for that is. Ooh. You rolled a 12 for him? Carl has a -1 because he's got an 8 strength, but then again, he's tiny. He's really tiny. So Carl's attack is, you know what? Because he's actually tiny, and which Redbrand was he going to attack to begin with? Oh, okay, so okay.
Go ahead and give it to him.
Yeah, but it's his damage. Go ahead and roll your damage die for the smiter. There's a 5. I'm gonna half that, so it's gonna be.
That's
I'm just gonna put it. Count it as 2, -2 HP. So, all right, Carl is slightly successful. His smiter swings down narrowly, but I mean just like narrowly, almost coming to a complete miss, missing the Redbrand's side and cutting into his hip with the smiter, causing about 2 damage, dropping the Redbrand all the way down to, let's see, that puts him at, from 10, that puts him down at 8. 8 HP. Ooh my, he is slowly dying, and he's still screaming with that javelin stuck in his fucking body, man. Oh yeah, what is the piercing damage before I finish the... No, yeah, your piercing damage for your, hold on. I gotta go look at it, because I have it on here. It'll tell me what the piercing damage is. I need the piercing damage for it, javelin. Why does it not say it? Oh my god. No, I didn't want to add weapon. You fuck. Delete that one. Okay. Javelin. Next. It should show. It should just bring it up. It's thrown 30 feet and there's no piercing damage. Alright. Alright, so what it'll do is, because if you do that, well then again, no, he is a Dragonborn. So yeah, no, that's a dead Redbrand. You have a skewered Redbrand on your hands. He's a shish kebab Redbrand. So let's see, he went from where's it at? Where the fuck did he go? He went from he went from giggling earlier to screaming after getting stuck with a javelin, and then now he's just dead. Yes, now he is a dead banner. He's a turning. It sounded like he had pushed out a last final. The Redbrand shot himself. He's dead.
Your poor javelin.
Alright, so that Redbrand is dead. He is dead. That leaves us with a body to search afterwards. And we have 2 living Redbrands left. One at full HP and one sitting at 11 HP. Alright. So now
It's their turn.
yeah. Now it's the Redbrand's turns. Azid's sitting there with a little fucking trophy. Waving it around like ha. Alright. Right. I don't think they'd come after you now after that. You'd smack them with the dead body. Alright, so the first Redbrand that's gonna attack is Redbrand Mrs. Burns, and they're gonna go after Xana.
I'm dead.
So foolishly decided to charge in after. Not why you would have done that. You're at 8 HP. They might die. I don't know. And they decide to pull out their.
I'm dead.
Ooh, I'm not doing that yet because no, that would be too fucking unfair. Not on to you at least. I can't do that yet. All right. So they pull out their short sword, and that is gonna a D6 and a D20. So rolling the D20 and D6 for the Redbrands, showing on both sides. All right, and let's see if he's successful with making an attack on Zama. Oh my God, he rolled a 20.
I'm dead.
A 20. A 20, and they got his piercing damage for that sword is +2 piercing damage. And +4 because of
Bye, guys.
a critical. No,
Don't say bye.
we can revive you.
Okay,
We can bring you back to life. You just got. I'm gonna end up using one of my turns to do it, unless depending. If
Well,
she
you shut up,
dies,
I
you
might
have
die.
to use it.
Yep.
Because if she dies, Wrath has to revive you. 5. Zana has died.
Apparently.
That Redbrand literally takes his short sword and swings it with all his force and lobs it towards her neck, and it just... Oh, God, this is horrible. This is horrible. I feel bad even doing this. And all you hear is Zana crying right before it happens. And then as soon as it happens, all you hear is this. All you hear is this. Before you know it, sad to say, and I mean it's sad to say, before you know it. I don't even want to play this down, it's just so horrible.
Do it.
Okay, I will. I just gotta find it now. Alright. No. Wound. Here we go. And all you hear is these two distinctive fucking sounds when that cold steel hits bone and flesh. And then that fucking sword sticks into the wall right behind her, taking a chunk of that fucking masonry off the wall. And Zana's body, lifeless body, drops to her knees. Blood sprays all over the place, dripping and drenching the bed. Next up is the Redbrand standing with the arrow stuck in his shoulder next to the case. And he is gonna pull out his... right? His mustache comb. If only. He's going to pull out his 2 short swords, and he's going to do his multi-attack. He has an action which causes him and allows him to do a multi-attack. The reason why I'm going to allow him to do this is because of the brutal killing his teammate just did, which caused and enticed his, what do we call it? There you go. Bloodlust. So in process, he is going to be using his multi-attack, so he's going to be rolling twice. He's going to be rolling 2 dice. He's going to be rolling the dice of fate to make sure his multi-attack is successful, and then he's going to be rolling his normal dice to make sure his attack, his normal attack would be successful, because that therefore would be the multi-attack.
Who's he attacking?
I'm getting to that. He is going to be attacking... Ooh.
I'm not stupid.
Well, he's going to go after Azit, because he's the only one in the room. And he's closer to Azit than I am. Goblin Carl's too tiny. He's not really caring about a tiny little creature. As far as he knows, he thinks Goblin Carl's on their side, because that's what they have goblins working for him, so that's like a plus. So Goblin Carl's like on the safe side. So I'm going to roll these 2 D20 to make sure this multi-attack is working. And he rolls... Oops, that fell out. A 14 and a 15. So he has no strength modifiers. And your armor class is what again? 13. Damn, they were both successful in that. So they caused both attacks caused damage. And what are his dice? There's no critical damage, there's no piercing damage though, so you're safe on that. A 4 and a 1, so 5 damage. You've taken 5 damage to your 24. That puts you at 19. Is that right? Alright, that puts Azit at 19 HP. So if you want, Azit, go ahead on your character's name, put your HP at 19.
My HP is 11.
Damn, bro. Hey, at least you didn't die. Oh, that's right. You never healed yourself yet. No, yeah, you did. I healed you.
HP's always been at 11.
No, I healed. No, I fixed that. I fixed that. Remember?
Then it didn't.
You're at 24. It didn't save on that because you're using the other phone. All right. What was that? Is it? Yeah, that's right. Because I remember explaining that. Yeah, it's in the last video too that I explained that one on. All right. So now, guess what? It's Izit's turn.
What the fuck?
There's only 2 Redbrands. Huh? Just. Oh, you'll have to like edit it, I think.
Okay.
Alright, what did you say, Izit? Alright. Sounds good to me. So, now what are you going to do to Mrs. Burns? I hope you skewer her. Alright, go ahead and roll your D20 and your D6. Alright. You're at 22, sir. Alright, I got that. Alright, you good. So this is the red brand that's at full health too. It's at 16. And roll your damage die. Five damage. Alright, so that drops that red brand down to 11, which is good. Drops down to 11 HP. So we got 2 of them sitting at 11 HP. We got 1 dead body sitting on the ground now, and we got a headless body sitting on a bed. Causing him to... Where the hell is that at? I like that Wilhelm scream. Where did he go? Oh wait, no, wrong one. Playable races. Duh.
Well, hello.
So now the Red Brand's sitting there with the javelin sticking in his kneecap, right? You said his kneecap, right? Yeah. Alright. So we got the Red Brand sitting there with a javelin sticking in his kneecap. Oh god, it's gonna call for another one. It's in the bone! Alright. So now, Wrath, it is your turn. You are our healer this time. You're the savior for Zena.
And my spell attack is still +5.
Right?
Alright.
And you have to roll to make sure it's successful, huh?
Yeah.
That's what it calls for. Go ahead and roll your D20. Oops, sorry. I'm going to zoom out so I can get you in here. Wrath is going to roll his D20. 19. And he is going to resurrect Xenophia from the dead. And she's resurrected from the dead with full health. And guess what? She doesn't have to lose her turn because she goes after me. Or what? Is it that you go, or am I going before you? Or go after you?
You go after I do.
Oh, and she goes right after you do.
I'm alive.
Damn.
My neck.
So, alright. And so while Xena is regaining consciousness, gasping for air, realizing she just died and just got resurrected back to life, head came back onto the body and all. Didn't regrow a new head. No, her original head just like magnetized itself to attract itself.
That gave
And
me
just
chills.
yeah. And Xena rises from the dead, standing up on the bed, looking at the Redbrand ruffian next to her that just decapitated her moments ago. And what is she gonna do? Because now it is her turn.
I want to drive my sword into the fucker's heart.
Go ahead and roll your d20 and then roll your d6 and see if you're successful with your d20 attack.
Take yours.
Well, if you use mine, you're using the dice of fate, which is this blue one, and this one is very picky.
So I have to do
It really
these two,
is.
correct?
Yes, that's your d6. Fuck yeah.
17!
Look at
There you
that.
go.
17. Roll your damage die. 4. You got 17 plus. Ooh, 2 piercing damage. Your strength. You have no strength modifier, so that you don't get the +4 attack bonus. You get the 4, 5, 6. 6 damage. 6 minus 11. That puts this little shit down at 4 HP, bro. That Redbrand is just sitting at 4 HP after, and now he's screaming even more after getting a knife stuck into his fucking, like,
His chest.
she rammed that thing through him and rammed it into his fucking chest. All you hear is, and that's it. That's it. This dude is just still screaming, writhing in pain. Ah! All right.
Sorry, guys, I'm still stuck on the fact that her fucking head went back to her body.
Hey, at least you brought her back to life, though, Wrath.
That was rather uncomfortable, I will say. I have a crick in the neck still.
You're right.
Just don't let your head fall off.
Right.
Well, I don't think it's going to. Not
Our-
this time.
I guess it's Lucien's turn now, and I'm gonna put my light crossbow away, and I'm gonna pull out my short sword, not my short sword, and I'm gonna pull out my mace, and oh wow, I rolled a D6 instead of I was supposed to roll a D8 with my light crossbow.
What the fuck is
I'm a
that?
dumbass. What that doesn't.
So,
Thermatography cantrip.
what the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I don't
I'll
remember.
look it up for you in a little while.
Okay.
I'll look it up
you're
for you
good.
after this.
You're good.
Damn, we've been at this for an hour and 18 minutes. So, like, we'll probably just, like, once we kill these guys off, we're gonna pause here. Hold on. I gotta use the mace, D6. And I need my green die, D6. Wrong dice. D20, D6. Take your dice out. Thank you. And I am gonna go ahead and walk my. Not walk, it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm gonna stop at the Redbrand referee, Ned Flanders. And I'm gonna swing my mace at him with all my might. And this is going to be just one powerful stroke, and hopefully I can make contact with his fucking cranium. 14. My strength modifier is +3. 7. 17 minus 1 puts me at 16. That is going to be... Damn, this dude's fucked. He gets... I gotta look at my app because it doesn't tell me what my piercing damage is. I didn't write the piercing damage down for some reason. I'm special, I know. And the mace. Oh, it just fucking. You know what? There is no piercing damage. It's bludgeoning. It just hurts.
Ruck you fuffians.
So I did have it written down right. It is +1 damage. You can go ahead and cuss. It don't matter. So it's +1 damage. That's going to be added to 4. So that's 4 damage, 5. That puts him down at
He was at
Ned
11.
Flanders. Yeah, I know. Now he's at. Add the 5 damage. That puts him down at 6.
Yep.
6. Yeah. So we got 2 Redbrand ruffians that are sitting down at 6. Guess what? It's Goblin Carl's turn.
I forgot that I had False Life and Ray of Sickness as spells too. Wait,
All right, Carl's gonna attack Mrs. Burns.
Burn, bitch, burn.
Huh? Carl has for his weapons. Where is it at? Let me get back to goblins. Carl has a smiter and short bow. The smiter is a D6 and the short bow is a D6.
Yeah, I was gonna say what that uses.
Short bow has a +2 piercing damage and a +5 critical. So, which is good.
You were quiet again.
Hold on, I can't hear you. Yes. He gets a, what is it? You rolled a 17, he gets a, duh. We're in the wrong section. Spot. Yeah, he gets a, you said Schmiter? Schmiter, he's using, he gets +2 piercing, +2 slashing damage, not piercing. So you're thinking of the short bow. So he gets +2 slashing damage. 5, 6, 7. So yeah, he's dead. That's a dead one. So God doesn't even get the chance to do a fucking Wilhelm scream. Before he even gets the chance to, his head just comes off. He goes, "Ah!" And his head just goes rolling to the ground. And Goblin Carl lands on the ground, just snickering and just in the most creepiest way. Goblin Carl really creeps me out. Yes! There we go. Alright, now we got one Redbrand left. And that's the one I am standing at face to face. And he's gonna go after me because I'm right in front of him, and he's gonna go all out and do another multi-attack because he's on the verge of death. He does not care. And so in the process of this, he's gonna do a multi-attack. He's gonna roll the 2 d20s. He's gotta roll. What does he gotta beat on me? He's gotta beat an 18 armor class.
I'm still the smart one.
He's gotta beat an 18. I know you are. You're the only one outside of the fucking room. This dude's gotta beat an 18 armor class. Let's see if he does.
Nope.
3 and a 10.
So he didn't even hit.
Like, no, dude. No, his sword just like ping, ping. No damage. His sword's just like ping. You know, you hear it sounds like a sword fight going on with my, my armor.
Can't touch this.
Alright, is it you're up, your turn. Alright. Go ahead and roll your d20 and roll your javelin die. Hold on, can't hear you. All right.
Yeah.
That's another dead one. Another one bites the dust. Another one gone. Another one gone. And another one bites the dust. Dead.
There you are.
Where'd they go?
Hold on.
I wonder where.
Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go.
Well,
Alright, now we have 3 dead bodies that we get to search.
Well,
one of my fucking swords in his chest.
give me a second.
That's all I'm saying.
Give me a second. Alright. Okay, so now we have 3 dead bodies we get to rummage through, and I am not going to be rummaging through them because if I do, I'll end up finding all kinds of weird shit like I always do on games and rummaging through bodies. And before that, I'm going to go ahead and drag all 3 of these bodies. I'm going to line them up over here so we can get a good look at these little shit fucks. These little shit bags that just... There we go. Thank you. Thank you. And I'm just going to stand right here in the corner. So, whoever wants to search their bodies, go ahead and step up to their bodies and get in front of their bodies. Get in front of the body you want to search. And you know where you're going?
I'm trying to find.
Hold
There
on.
we go.
There you go. There you go. There's your body. All right. So who wants to go first on searching these bodies?
Can I do it?
Zana? Zana wants to go first? All right, Zana, you're up. Let's see. Since this was actually a very good one and this was your first time and you got resurrected after losing your head, I'm going to go ahead and let it make it towards everybody has to roll higher than a 10
I missed it up
to be successful in finding anything on these bodies because believe it or not, they should have something on them in this fucking room.
Just remember, Zana, you owe me.
You hid, but thank you.
Huh? I know, one of them doesn't. No, 2 of them don't, duh. 2 don't.
I just want the one's heart.
Oh, go ahead and roll.
Love it.
Oh my, Zana is successful in rolling. She rolls an 11, and what she finds, the first thing she finds in the first body is, let's see, for your treasure. Don't worry, I'm going to write all this down, like the end of this one down. And it's because it's going to be bookmarked. And Zana searches body. She finds 23 silver pieces.
Woohoo!
23 silver
That's
pieces.
coming handy.
You also find for an item 1 potion of healing.
Yes, God knows I'm gonna need it.
Potion of healing.
Obviously, since my head got laughed off.
Right. No, you're at full health now.
Well, I mean now.
Because you got resurrected.
Yeah.
And for your spell, you got 1 Ranger spell scroll, level 5, and it is called Tree Stride.
Ooh.
Can't use it till you're level 5, though.
Because if you try to use it now, your chances of success of casting it right are very slim.
True.
Level 5.
True.
Ranger. Spell scroll.
That's just like me. I have a level 7
Tree Stride.
spell symbol.
Alright, who's up next and who's searching?
Is it go for it?
No, in this case, no, it's not going to affect this one. This is searching a body for stuff, so you're good on that. But either way, you still would have gotten it, so. So, is it for your treasure? You got 10 copper pieces.
Oh, yeah.
Your item is Potion of Healing. Nice. Potion of Healing. And your spell is Cleric Spell Scroll, level 5, Commune. I'll have to look that one up. But you should too, though. I wonder if it's in that one. It should be listed in that app that we have, because this is like a 5th edition loot generator, and that app that I use is 5th edition based.
Well, I still gotta look up that Lucianary
Cleric spell.
whatever too. Yeah.
Yeah, Commune. Commune. There you go. All right, Wrath, your turn.
She left her fucking dice in there too.
My bad.
So that roll don't count. You need to not do that.
That was my bad.
17, nice. All right. No, I didn't write the first stuff you found in the first room.
No, I didn't.
I'm doing it with this because these are bodies.
Yeah.
And this
No,
is going to be our checkpoint for the night. This is like an hour.
Yeah, no, that's why I said I gotta figure out what the hell illusionary.
Alright, so there's a few things you gotta look up too. Alright, so for your treasure, you found 17 copper pieces.
16.
Your items, you found 1 potion of climbing. So, in other words, 1 potion of climbing. If you're not an expert at climbing, you sure as hell become one then, and you won't really have an issue. And I'm pretty sure it does wear off.
Yeah.
So I think it has like a 30-second time limit. I don't know. I'll have to look it up.
Yeah.
So, and for your spell that you found is a wizard spell scroll, level 9, shape change. Damn, dude. Wizard spell scroll. Level 9. Shape change. Spelled that wrong. Oh, and I will tell you how much XP this one was worth in this part of the dungeon. That's going to be added to what you get
I've got
depending.
a total of 60 gold pieces,
Alright, shape change. Duh.
7 EP, and 23 CP.
Shape change. And just so other people know and see that'll view this video eventually, this is an app that I'm using. It's called Loot Generator. It's really good. And alright, let's get back to this. I'll have to update it when I go onto my actual phone and do all this. Alright, so, and these characters individually, that these Redbrands are worth for XP wise, they are worth 100 XP each, so that's 300 XP. For these ones, what we'll do, the XP you get for completing the dungeon is completely separate from the XP you're going to be getting from killing creatures.
Yeah.
Now, with getting XP from killing creatures, what we're going to do with those, with the amount of creatures that are there, we're going to add all that XP up, and then we're going to divide it. At 4.
Okay, so it's 300 divided by 4 then?
Yes.
75.
So 75 XP each. And I had to mark this down. 75 XP. First room. Oh, second room, not first. Second room. But so for now, we are actually, I'm gonna make these dudes disappear because now their bodies are gone, faded away with time, rotted away in just an instant, and just poofed. And so we are in room 2. Ugh. Ooh, that is some horrible breath.
Dragon's breath.
Ooh.